Hi everyone. If you got this video, that means that you are part of the gray t-shirt team. It also means that you've been an integral part of PCOC 2017. I want to thank you for your involvement, no matter how small or how big. Every single effort counts towards making a good convention. I've been honored to be part of this team and just amazed at the great work that everyone is doing and will do when it comes time to have the convention. You have agreed to wear a gray t-shirt on Saturday for me. I want to thank you for being willing to do that. This is the gray t-shirt. This is the men's t-shirt. You see the nice peacock logo. Everyone will get it. The women's t-shirt is a little bit lighter gray. And there's even another gray for the V-neck t-shirts. But we'll all be basically in gray. And even though gray is a dull color, I know all of you, and I know all of you have very bright personalities, and that you will be the bright, shining lights for people who need some support during convention. This convention, already we have 72 first-timers. That is an incredible number of first-timers that we have. And first-timers will need a lot of support. They haven't done this before. We have certain protocol that we do that, yes, some of the people who have been to PCOCs and conventions before know, but many of them may have not been to convention in a few years, and we've changed things around. And that is where you guys will be our support. It would be great if you went in hospitality and mingled around, trying to see if people have questions and helping them out. And there's especially one area that I would like for you to help them out in, and that's with ticketing. We have a new ticketing process this year. It's not terribly different from what we've done in the past, but as with any new process, there will be anxiety, there'll be concern, there might be stress, and we're here to try to make that process not stressful. Because what are we here for? We're here to fold and have fun and enjoy origami and not create stress or anxiety for people. So that's where I would like for you to help out. And I'd like to explain the new process if I can really quickly. Most of you have seen this, gray t-shirt people. I'm sure you've seen this before. So most of you have been involved in conventions. If you haven't, let me explain it really quick. There will be the place for the name of the person, the day of the ticketing, whether it's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, their priority ticketing number, which they should have on their name tag. Then there's a short explanation, which some people will say is kind of Greek to them. So this is where we can help people avoid some of the stressing and anxiety that goes along with ticketing. You'll see here we have the times, and then there's a column with, it says room, and there's two things underneath room, and one has a brackets, then the letter N, and then close brackets. And most people will say, I have no idea, even though it tells them right here. They don't know what that's about. And that is the number of the room that the class will be in. And it is on the schedule form. Now, people may be running up to get these tickets and they don't have their schedule with them and they don't know the room number. So maybe it would be nice for you to carry your schedule around to help people and show them where the numbers are so that they don't have it today, tomorrow they'll know, Saturday they'll know, Sunday they'll know. And then the name of the class, that's usually pretty self-explanatory. They don't have to write the entire name out. The first word, the couple words, an abbreviation will do. Anyway, they fill out this entire form for the whole day, first and second choices. And then it's time for them to go up to the ticket counter when their number is called. And this is where things have changed this year, and I'll show you what I mean. When they give their ticket form to the ticketing person will see if there is space in the class for this person to take the class. If there is, they will put a check mark on the box that they got a ticket for. It's not a physical ticket, that is their ticket. You can see here on the first period, they got their second choice. On the second period, they got their first choice. Now, how will we know who's in which classes, and how will we know if people have tickets? They will bring this form with them. They will not have the little tickets. Now, I'm sure you're thinking all the things that are going to happen that's going to be a disaster. And we've thought about all of them too. Maybe we haven't thought of everything, but we've tried to think of all the possible problems. What if they lose this? Oh my gosh. They can go to the info desk. We can make them another one. We're going to be writing their initial in the name, in the place on the ticket form on the big board. So we will be able to see who they are and find out what classes they're in. Hopefully that won't happen because these are bigger forms, harder to lose than a little small ticket, but it might happen. It could happen to me. Also, we all know that people exchange tickets. I'll get that class for me or I'll get that class for you if you get this class for me, and then they switch. We know that happens. We can take care of that at the info desk too. We're all ready for that. We're willing and able to be flexible and working with people on getting the classes that they want. We want people to be able to get the classes that they want. We're not going to be sticklers. We're going to help them learn the origami that they came to convention to learn. All right, you will also see on a Friday, there's a little place that says paid. That will show if they have a materials fee and if they paid it. All right, so what will happen when they go into class and there's too many people in the class and nobody knows who has their tickets? We can't hold them up like we used to do. What I'm going to try to suggest to teachers is that as people walk in their class, that they just kind of show their ticketing form so that as they go in, if somebody comes in and doesn't have a check mark on the class, then they can say, can you wait outside? And if there's room in the class, maybe you can join. But we need to make sure that all the people with tickets have a space. That way we don't embarrass people by saying, everybody hold up their ticket, and the person who doesn't has to do the walk of shame outside the class. Because we all know people do try to sneak in classes. I've done it. And we want to make it as less crazy as possible. If you see a person very stressed, or they didn't get the class that they wanted, or they're just upset for whatever reason during this ticketing process, because we know that ticketing is stressful. We wish we could make it better. We strive all the time to make it easier for people, but we know that it's not. Please let me help with that. If you see somebody super stressed out, there are ways that we can, especially things like the remote classes that are being broadcast. If one of the remote classes sells out, they can come and make a donation and get the video later. There's lots of things we can do to help people that really want to learn a model. We've all been there. We know what it's like to be just super excited about a certain model, and we've just got to learn it. So I want to make sure that we make as many people happy as we can and help them out if we can at all possibly do it. Anyway, there is a very detailed, nice explanation on the website about the ticketing process. If I didn't make this clear, you can go read about it more and figure out how you could help explain it to people that are have no idea what they're doing. And especially in a time crunch, some of them may have just flown in and they're looking at the model menu and then they have to figure out when they're supposed to get in line. It's all crazy, and we want to make it not crazy for them if we can. Well, that's basically all I want to tell you. I want to thank you again. If you can mingle around and help people, make them feel welcome, make them feel happy to be there, we're going to have a great time. You guys have been a great team. I don't know how I can thank you enough for everything you've done. I think I'm proud that you are all part of this effort, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. Safe travels to the convention, and I'll see you in LA.